16. Again, free body diagram. Let's see, we're looking at, we got all kinds of stuff going on there, don't we? Not really, it's not too bad. We know that A, we've got a pin situation, so we've got AY. You know what, this time we're gonna guess. We're gonna take a very uneducated guess, and we're gonna make that be a negative. We're gonna say that we think AY this time, for whatever reason, is making that thing go down. Okay. Now, we know, you know, because you did the homework, right? Say yes. Just say yes. Go ahead and lie. Go ahead and lie. I don't care. You know it's really going to be going up. But I want to show you what happens if you guess the wrong direction. Okay? We know that AX is pinned, right? So there probably is some kind of an X value. Out at B, we've got a roller. So BX equals 0. BY, we'll go ahead and assume that it's going up, like it probably really is. And then we've got a force out here that's doing this, that just so happens to be, now you got to be careful here, because that's going to be 2 kips per foot, let's see, per foot, times, how many feet? 16 feet. So the feet cancel out. So that'd be about 32, right? 32 kips. Plus, you've got 1 kip per foot over the whole length, don't you? That's where you made your mistake. So it's 1 kip per foot times 16 feet, right? It's all coming together now, isn't it?
How many feet? 26. 16 plus 10. 26.
Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, I was thinking we'd put the half of it here and then the other over here, but and I think we'd still come up with the same answer.
I think you would.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're
See,
saying.
for that one area, we've got this, which is the 2 plus the 1, right? So I was just going to add that in, but you don't have to. But either way, if you did it that way, it would still work.
I thought you were going to tell us you had to add that into the 32 and then also take it across the whole thing again.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
You cannot. No, so it has to be one or the other. You've got 2 ways you could draw this free body diagram to solve this problem. Okay, and in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and continue with this, and then we'll show you the other what you can do it another way. So if we did that over 16 feet, that'd be 16 kips, right? So we would end up with what, 48 kips, and that distance would be 8 feet, right? Then the other one would be way out here, and that would be 1 kip per foot times 10 feet. So that's 10 kips. And that distance then would be, if we went from A, that would be 16 plus 5, wouldn't it? 21 feet. Okay, that's one way you could look at it. You could also look at it like this. Same picture. Of course, and again, I'm going to say AY is going down. AX was going to the right, right? BY, BX 0. Okay, now what the other way to look at that is at 8 feet, you've got the 48. Oh, excuse me, you don't have 48. Sorry. Started to reach for an eraser. There it is, right there. Now, you've got 16 or 2 kips. Let's write it out. 2 kips per foot times 16 kips, right? Or excuse me, 16 feet. Feet cancel out. You got 32 kips right there. And that distance is 8 feet. Right? Then you've got another force right here that is 1 kip per foot times, what was it, 26 feet. Feet cancel out. You're left with 26 kips here. And that distance was 13 feet. Either one of those free body diagrams will get you the same answer. I don't know if one's any easier than the other one. Probably this one's easier.
I don't think it would be 13. Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, 16 and 10. Don't apologize, man. Do not apologize for asking a question, whether it's even to correct me or not. Okay? I think you're doing just fine by asking questions. I love it. So, and even if it's to say, I think you screwed up, because obviously I've screwed up already 3 or 4 times a day. So I need somebody keeping me honest. Usually at home, that's what my wife does. So thank goodness. So now we just do our math on that, right? So, and let's see now, which way you want to do it?
Do it off the bottom.
Off the bottom one?
More people did it.
That's how more people did it. We need to do it off the top then.
That's how
We'll do it off the bottom. That's how it really probably should have been. Probably should have been that way. So I'll sum the forces in the X equals 0. AX, right? That's it. Because we don't have any forces going at any angles. Everything's going vertical, right? Sum the forces into Y equals 0. We got AY. Now AY is negative this time because I guessed wrong. Minus 32 minus 26 plus BY. Well, it doesn't change the fact that we have 2 unknowns. Okay, so we have to do a moment. Bless you. So a moment at A equals 0. So we had was it 32? 32 kips at 8 feet, right?
Yeah.
Negative, right? They're going down. It's going clockwise, which is negative. Minus, what was it, 26 kips at 13 feet. Plus, or let's see, yeah, plus, BY is making it go counterclockwise, right? BY at 26 feet. Did that all from memory. But I can kind of cheat right here, can't I? Those are the forces that are acting on it. So BY stays where it's at. We've got 26 BY equals all that mess. What is that? Now remember, those 2 go to the other side and become positive. So we've got 32 times 8 plus 26 times 13 that whole mess comes out to be about 594 kips feet. By, so we take all of this and divide it by 26, right? Because the 26 was multiplied to the by, so if you move it to the other side of the equation, you have to divide, right? How about 22.8? Or they might have said 9 in the book. Kips. We said it was going up. It came out a positive value, so it is going up. I heard a Was that something wrong? Did I screw something up?
No, you said 22.8 and I had 22.9 written down.
Yeah, it was 22.85. That's what came out. Yeah. If it was 22.85 and you said 22.9, trust me, it'd be right. Okay, that's just a significant figures thing. Okay, so then we put that up in the top, up here in the y equation, 22.9 kips. So, if we leave AY where it's at, it's a negative value, so we don't want to do that, so we'll move AY to the other side of the equation. We'll leave that over, so it's AY now. This all becomes the opposite, right? So, it's negative 32, or these stay the same. This one moved over. These three stay the same, so it's negative 32 minus 26 plus 22.9, and it comes out to be a negative 35.1, right? So it's negative 35.1 kips. It's like, oh crap. Okay, so now then we just make a note to ourselves. Self AY equals 35.1 kips. We said it was going down, but since it's negative, it's really going up. Then we go back to our free body diagram. And we do this. See, because you brought a pen to class to take a test, right? So you can't erase it, which I don't know why you would ever bring a pen to class to take a test, personally. So you make that very big and you make that look like just a straight line. And now you know that it's going up. Okay? So now you can tell that really it was going up all the time. And because if you had to use that in another equation, you'd want to make sure that's correct. So if you have to substitute it somewhere else, you have to make that be correct. Okay? Now those numbers, though, should be the same numbers you came up with. Correct? Can we squeeze one more in? What? Let's see, 18 was it? What's it look like? Maybe we better do. Let's do 19.